Oracle Park in San Francisco. MLB The Show brings you the National League Championship Series. It's the Cincinnati Reds taking on the San Francisco Giants. John Shambi along with Chris Singleton. Plenty of storylines taking shape in this series as we set the stage for Game 4, Chris.
Well, the number one thing to discuss is just how lopsided this series has been. You know, you get to this point of the season, Boog, and you expect both teams to be on pretty even ground, but it's not played out that way at all. And when a team takes care of business with such dominance and gets out to a 3-0 lead, I just can't see this series lasting much longer.
Yeah, that's usually the way it goes. But hey, coming back to win the series has been done before. First pitch coming at you right after the break. So just about set, and on the mound in this one, Kyle Harrison. What should we keep an eye on here?
This guy has a ton of respect from his own teammates, Boog. He's the type of guy, if he's not having a good day, he'll go out there and just wear it. No matter what happens, his starts tend to be less demanding on the bullpen.
Now the left fielder, TJ Friedl. And there's the strike.
For whatever reasons, this is a hitter that performs better in night games. We'll see what he brings in this one.
And he grounds one to the right side. One up, one down. Here's the lineup for the Reds. All right, Singy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team. And I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Late on that fastball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
One out, base is empty. Here's a 1-2. Just missed.
It's a good take.
India tries to hold up, appeal to first, didn't go. One down, base is empty. And that one is lifted in the air. Flashes the leather on the running catch. 2 down.
Number 22.
2 outs, base is empty. Josh Naylor, the next to hit for the Reds. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitch.
Well, looked at the fastball for strike 3 there to end the inning. Reds down in order. And now we'll see what the Giants can do. No score. You're watching the National League Championship Series on the show. Back here in San Francisco. And towing the slab, Hunter Green.
Well, he throws the change in the slider off the fastball. I really like how he's able to sell fastball, but it's really change up and keep hitters just out in front a little bit. Swing and miss, soft contact. The slider as well comes out of the same tunnel. All three very deceptive, and hitters are going to have to stay back and make sure they get pitch recognition.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Lifted in the air, right field. Smith settles under this one. Makes the grab, 1 down. Here's the Giants lineup. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and a guy is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
And now it's Juan Soto. The 1-1 is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. That misses the zone, and the count is even, 2-2. On the ground. Whips it to first. That is the inning. We head to the second from San Francisco. No score. Second inning set to go. So now here's the Reds cleanup hitter, Spencer Steer. The wind and the pitch. The strategy around starting pitchers in the postseason, it's really changed in recent years. Managers are pulling starters earlier, making a strong bullpen essential for a championship team. The wind and the pitch. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Here's the second baseman, Matt McClain. One down, base is empty. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Dominguez settles under it. Hauls it in for the out.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
That catches the outside corner, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, I think with starting pitchers, they're not going as deep in the postseason because managers aren't willing to let them get knocked around and put a game out of reach. Most skippers have a quicker hook this time of the year.
Arias snags it, and that is that. So they make short work of him there. Now to the bottom of the second. We're tied, 0-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the second. Now the Giants' four-hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. I wouldn't get too puffed up about that postseason extra base hit thing, Siggy. The all-time leader with 4 is Ken Holtzman, a pitcher, and one of his hits was a homer.
Yeah, Boog, I'm sure he was a position player, though, before he started pitching.
Kicks and deals. Right side. Smith on the move. Stretches out and hauls it in.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
And up next for San Francisco, Jung-Hoo Lee.
Always fun to watch Lee go to work at the dish, Boog. He's just a pure hitter and a good athlete. Someone referred to him as a slow drip guy because the more you watch him, the more you like him.
The pitch. Wouldn't chase that time. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And the pitch. In the air to left center. Fairchild sizes this one up. Hauls it in for the out. 2 down.
Batting 6. The catcher,
Blake Sable, the next Giant to hit. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. 0-0 here in the bottom of the second. Struck him out looking. Nothing doing there for San Francisco. We'll move to the third with no score. On to the third inning. In now for the Reds, Stuart Fairchild.
Stuart Fairchild.
The pitch. And there's a foul ball. Fights it off. He'll see another. And now the lefty spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
And another ball. Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Got him swinging.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner. When with 2 strikes, you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
And now the shortstop, Cole Young. Next offered in there for a strike. And the count 1-2. One down, base is empty. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Pavin Smith, the next to hit for the Reds. The wind of the pitch. Swings through that.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The pitch. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Kicks and fires. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. 2 outs. Base is empty. Out to short. Bichette. And the Reds go 1-2-3. Nobody left for Cincinnati, and we're still knotted at 0. Set for the bottom of the third, and now the DH, Jorge Soler. And that one lifted in the air, center field, under it. And a quick out, number 1.
Batting 8, the first baseman, Wilmer.
And now it's Wilmer Flores. The 2-1. Right through there for a strike. Just off the outside edge. And that's ball 3. Still tied at 0. Last of the third. And there's ball 4.
Well, a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Now at the plate, Jason Dominguez. Young to second, double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. Nothing doing here this half. 3 innings in the books here in game 4. No score.
The first 3 innings. It's been rather quiet. Hitless through 3. Nothing really happening. Let's see what we can get. If we can keep this up, Kyle Harrison pitching a gem against the Cincinnati Reds right now. High and away fastball to TJ Friedl, taken for a strike. There we go. Friedl versus Harrison in his career. He's got a solo shot and has gone 3 for 6. Try getting with that slurve now on the outer side of the plate. Pretty much the same location. Doesn't give chase. 2-2 now to Friedl. Now let's try the slider down low. Hit to Bo Bichette, fielded cleanly. Throwing over to first for out number 1. This has literally been a pitching battle. The young breakout star, Kyle Harrison, taking on the Cincinnati Reds ace in Hunter Green. And I think he's been doing tremendous so far. Strikeouts are pretty good through the first 3 innings, even through 4 innings. He's not known as a strikeout per inning guy, but he's been managing this game very well. Low and a well circle change. Away circle change. Popped up into the infield. Luis Arraez underneath it for out number 2. Harrison just over 10 pitches per inning. Just over. And it is tremendous. It's at pitch number 56. Coming up against Josh Naylor. Struck out back in the first. And we're going to try to strike him out again. We're going to go with a inside fastball. Blew it by him. There you go. Now we're going to try to hit him with that slurve outer side of the plate. See if we can get him chasing. And we do. Struck him out once again. Seems Cincinnati paid the wrong man this offseason. So heading to the bottom of the 4th. Game is still hitless. 0-0 here in San Francisco. Luis Arraez will be leading us off. He is the leadoff man in the... He's the leadoff man for the Giants this season. Popped one up, going to left field. Does it get down? No. Left fielder's able to get there. So Luis Arraez, though, made good contact and a good angle towards that ball. Left fielder playing it very well. Bo Bichette now coming up, the number 2 hitter. 4 for 14 with a triple and 3 RBIs in the NLCS. I shouldn't have swung at that slider. Should have let it go. I should have let it go. That's on me. So 1-2 count. Yeah, that slider's way outside. Not going to chase that one. 2-2. Trying to get Hunter Green's pitch count up as he's pitching way better than Kyle Harrison. He's not even at pitch number 50 yet. Takes an inside fastball for strike 3. Second strikeout of the game for Hunter Green. Damn. 1-1, 2 outs. Outside circle change. Soto doing his little shuffle. That's what I like to see. He grounded out back in the first. He's 2 for 12 here in the NLCS. For this 2-1 count, fouls off the 4-seam fastball behind him. Strike 2, 2-2. Good swing time, just couldn't make enough contact there.
Full count.
Outside slider, full count now. Hunter Green trying to be a little cautious with the NL MVP runner-up. So in this full count, throws one up in the zone. Good smack going to center field, and that's out number 3. End of the 4th. Neither team getting a hit in here. Spencer Steer, Matt McLean, and Tyler Stephenson coming on up for the Cincinnati Reds here in the 5th inning. So Steer's up. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout earlier in the game. Harrison now About to be over 60 innings. Well struck into triple alley. Lee's not going to get there. That's going to be extra bases. Ground rule double. First hit of the game. Spencer Steer.
Now batting, second baseman.
Got a hold of that inside fastball. Took it for a ride. Lee could not get there. Damn. That's how we're going to start this day. The 5th inning, huh? Outside fastball in the zone, but the ump calls it a ball. 2-1. Matt McLean 0 for 1 with a fly out back in the 2nd. Gets away with one right there. Do a circle change low and away. Way early on, he's expecting the fastball. Slurve on the hands. We get him. Swing and miss for Matt McLean. The Reds are expecting a fastball, and they're getting the breaking balls. 6th strikeout of the game for Kyle Harrison. He'll now take on Tyler Stephenson. Gonna throw him a high fastball. Pops one up behind the catcher, out of play. And put him in a 1-2 count. Now we're gonna try to throw that slurve to him as well, in on the hands. Too much of the plate on that slurve. He crushes it foul. 1-2 count. I'm going to try a slider in on the hands. Ooh, yeah, make him a little uncomfortable. Gets a little too close to Stephenson for his liking. Shakes it off. Going to go with a high and away fastball. Gets a piece of it fouled. So Stephenson's staying alive. Getting the pitch count up. Try a circle change low and away. Crush towards Dominguez. This might be down. It is. That's going to be 2 doubles in the same inning. Cincinnati takes a 1-0 lead. The Reds taking 2 balls for a ride. Tyler Stephenson opening the runs for Cincinnati. 1-out double, RBI double. High and away fastball, popped up foul to the right for Stuart Fairchild. We've had issues trying to strike him out in this series. So we now try to hit him with a slurve, driven right to the center fielder Lee. Runner will not tag up. That will be out number 2. So man on second, 2 outs now for Cincinnati as they've taken the lead 1-0.
Now batting.
80th pitch for Kyle Harrison. Will be going up against Cole Young, who struck out back in the 3rd. Throw a fastball, fouled off. Harrison having some command issues right now. This is the most pitches he's thrown in an inning with 22. Circle change in on the hand. Fouls it off. Now we'll do a outside fastball. Got him. Blows it by him. 7th strikeout of the game. But Tyler Stephenson taking that for a ball for a ride into left field, scoring the man from second and giving Cincinnati a 1-0 lead here heading into the bottom of the 5th. Now Vladimir Guerrero Jr., former AL MVP just a season ago, now be up to the plate. Chance to tie it. Drives one right past the 3rd baseman. Lead-off base hit here for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That is what I am talking about. That's the reason we paid that man. Pitch was outside the zone, made strong contact, and gave it a ride. Now up is Jung-Ho Lee. Scott Guerrero on first. Swinging and missing at that high fastball. Yeah, should have let it go. Should have let it go, but we didn't. Late, very late on that call. Got 1-2. Hit one, well struck towards the center fielder. He's going to get under it for out number 2. Quick throw in. So 1 out, man on first. That was still well struck, Lee. Don't worry about it. That'll bring up Blake Sable. He's 1 for 4 in the NLCS. 0 for 1 today. He's been pretty clutch in most situations, taking a high inside fastball, nearly, just barely clipping that corner. Outside fastball, fouled off for a foul. Staying 1-2, trying to stay alive here. Fouls one off to the right. He's in a battle with Hunter Green now. Come on, Sable. Inside fastball, low inside, fouled off to the left now. Blake Sable, if nothing else, you're working his pitch count up. He's about to get to 70 pitches in this game. Way inside, we're gonna go. He's going, Guerrero trying to get to second, he does. That eliminates the double play possibility. There we are. Hit into the gap. Any capper in the outfield will score Vladimir Guerrero and tie this game. So 2-2. We're slowly nicking away at Hunter Green's confidence. And that's gonna be a base hit. No, not gonna try to score with Guerrero. Not gonna try to score. Maybe we should have, but I'm not sending him. Man on first and second, base hit for Blake Sable. There we go, kid. Just enough contact to get into shallow left field, and that'll bring up Jorge Soler. He's got men on the corners. The power bat's going to swing and miss on that outside circle change. Oh boy, 2-2 now to Soler. He's got contact, and that's going to get down. Base hits, tied game. Jorge Soler. That's what I'm talking about, buddy. He's been one of the best hitters here in San Francisco since signing with us a few seasons ago. And he continues to impress here. The former World Series MVP gets it done. Tied game, 1 out, bottom of the 5th. Wilmer Flores now up, going to pop one up to the first baseman for out number 2. No infield fly rule. Very interesting that they didn't call that.
The left fielder.
Josh Naylor easily makes that play. So 2 outs, bringing up Jason Dominguez. He's had a very good postseason, batting .250 and 3 home runs. See what he can do here with a man on first and second. Chance to give the team the lead. Takes an inside slider for ball 2. Most pitches thrown by Hunter Green in an inning. It's at 27 pitches thus far. Time to throw pitch number 83. Ooh, inside fastball, strike 2. Lucas Giolito and Graham Ashcraft warming up in the Cincinnati Reds bullpen. So they might be a little worried for Green. Again, same spot pretty much for that fastball, fouling it off. Dominguez stays alive. I think Green's got about 1 more inning, but we might get to him on that final inning. Might get another run. Inside fastball, full count for Dominguez. Luis Ariz is on deck, batting .200 with runners in scoring position. With Dominguez. Pops one up. Got on the inside part of his bat, left fielder under for out number 3. So both teams scoring a run here in the 5th inning. San Francisco tying it up thanks to a base hit by Jorge Soler, scoring Vladimir Guerrero. So we're now in the top of the 6th. Pavin Smith is up for the Cincinnati Reds, 3 for 12 in the series, 0 for 1 with a ground out. Back in the 3rd inning. Gonna throw him an inside circle change. Got away from us for ball 2. Gonna go right back with it on the inside circle change. There you go. Got it down low. Fouls it off. Smith now expecting some breaking ball. We're gonna bring the heat inside now. Fouls that one off as well. 93 miles per hour. So 2-2. Let's try our slider up high. Slider up high. Get him missing. There you go. Pavin Smith struck him out. 0 for 2. Kyle Harrison's 8th strikeout of the game. TJ Friedel's now up. 0 for 2 today. 7 for 16 with an RBI and a home run and 3 RBIs in this series, however. Still a favorite for the MVP here for the NL. Postseason NL, anyways. Postseason MVP. Takes that high fastball for ball 1. Switch it up to inside. Takes it for strike 2. Full count now for TJ Friedel. Harrison feeling all right. Feeling pretty good. Try to hit him with that circle change down low now. Hit on, and that'll go foul. Full count. All right, hit him with that slurve. Low and away. Fouls that one off as well. All right, Friedel. Go right back with that fastball. High and away. Blows it by him. 9th strikeout of the day for Kyle Harrison. Giants fans going crazy. Almost a double-digit strikeouts in today's game. Now this will be the final batter, I think, for, this is going to be the final batter for Kyle Harrison. We're going to go to the bullpen. We're going to start warming somebody up. Let's do, we'll start warming up Bickford, and we'll start warming up Cabrera. Those are the two guys we're going to start warming up. We're going to go inside fastball against Jonathan India. Crushed, going to the wall. It's back. Dominguez is there. It's gone. Jonathan India, 369-foot home run, 103.5 miles per hour off the bat. And Cincinnati takes the lead once again. Back-to-back innings where they score a run. Maybe I shouldn't have thrown that inside fastball. Got into his hot zone. I was trying to get literally middle in, and it goes into his hot zone of upper in, and he takes it for a ride. Good contact by him. Damn. All right. So 1-1 now to Josh Naylor. Pops one up to left fielder Jason Dominguez. He's under it. Out number 3. So we go to the bottom of the 6th. Cincinnati now up 2-1 thanks to Jonathan India's solo shot. See what the Giants are going to be able to do as Luis Rise will be leading us off. So Rise on the up to bat, going up against Hunter Green, almost to 90 pitches in this game. Throws a high inside fastball. Strike 2. Mole and Spano, so lefty and righty warming up in the Reds bullpen just in case Green gets hit here in the 6th. And that's a weak contact on that low circle change for out number 1. Easy ground out for Josh Naylor to field. Now up's Bo Bichette. He's got a strikeout and a ground out in today's game. Come on, Bo. Crushes one. Perfect. That's a base hit. Bo Bichette, 1-out single. At least we're getting something going for the Giants. That was literally perfectly right down the middle. 115 miles per hour off of the bat. And the Reds are going to pull Hunter Green. They got a 1-run lead, and they're not trusting their ace. Oh, boy, that's going to hurt. Teams have been playing like this against us all postseason. They're just too scared. They don't have any trust in their pitching. Lucas Giolito is coming up. 30% strikeout rate, 500 batting average against right-handed batters. 0 for 1. He's pitched 5 innings. He's got 12.71 ERA, and he's up against Juan Soto. Soto's got a chance to be a hero here and give the Giants the lead. gets underneath that circle change, fouls it off to the left. God damn it. 1-2 count now to Soto. Got one out. That's crushed towards the right field, and that's over the head. Bo Bichette gonna round third. He's coming home for the tying run. Throws coming in. He's safe. RBI double for Juan Soto. Game is tied 2-2. That is what I'm talking about, Giants. 2-2 ball game. Here in the bottom of the sixth, you got one out, and now Vladdy's up. He's 1 for 2 today. He's starting to get warmed up. Swinging and missing on that low slider. Now, if the Giants are winning today, if the Giants do win today, they continue their pace of doing something not seen since 1976. I'm not going to say what that is until the end of the episode. And that's only if we win. But they have an opportunity to do something not done since 1976. And the Cincinnati Reds were actually the ones to set the record. Or last ones to do it. It's not really a record, just the last ones to do it. So 2-2. Vladimir Guerrero is up. He's got a chance to score Soto from second. He works himself a full count. Uh-oh, maybe the Reds might be reconsidering if they should have taken Hunter Green out of the game. Lucas Giolito gets set in his full count. And he pumps up Vladdy, going to the first baseman, or out number 2. Oh, my God. So man on second, 2 outs now for Jorge Soler. Nope, my bad. I thought it was Jorge. It's going to be Jung-Ho Lee. He's 0 for 2 for a pair of flyouts in today's game. Can Lee score? Soto from second. Nope, going to get underneath that slider for out number 3. End of the 6th. Game is tied 2-2. Thanks to Jorge Slater. Thanks to Juan Soto. Bomb into the right field, scoring Bo Bichette.
The designated hitter, Spencer Steer.
2-2. Out towards right center field. Soto gets under it, hauls it in, and there's one away.
The battle of the second baseman.
So digging in, Matt McClain. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Close one, doesn't get the call. And a count 2-1.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
The 2-1. And a swing and a miss there.
Well, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
2 away.
Up next for Cincinnati, the catcher.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Tyler Stevenson. Line drive. And that is that. And 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Set for the last half of the 7th. Now it's the Giants catcher, Blake Sable. And a pitch. And a foul ball.
Well, with both starters out of this ball game, it now becomes a battle of the bullpens and just seeing which manager can match up better and who's able to get to the finish line.
Popped up to the left into foul ground. India drifts towards it, makes the catch, and there's one down.
The designated hitter,
Jorge Soler up at the plate.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with one swing.
Base is empty, one away, late here in game 4. And another ball.
Well, now that this is a bullpen game, it's clear that whichever bullpen steps up the most is likely going to come away with the W.
Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Fairchild right there to make the grab. 2 up, 2 down.
now batting, first baseman.
Next to hit, Wilmer Flores. Swing and a miss.
So far, all we've seen in this at-bat are fastballs. Look for him to slow it down right here ahead in the count.
All tied up here at the bottom of the 7th. Swings and misses. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Giants go down quietly, and this game is still tied at 2-2. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Genesis Cabrera. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Stuart Fairchild. The pitch. Breaking ball inside. 2-1.
Great take right there. Showed some really good discipline. Breaking ball coming in, you see it well, but don't trust that it's going to hang on for a strike. Nice job.
The 2-1. And another ball. Cole Young up next for the Reds. The pitch. Fouled off down the right side. The pitch. And that one is lifted in the air. Soto going after it. He's got it. And there's one away.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
And there's a ball. Signs of movement in the Giants bullpen. Luke Jackson getting ready to come in for Bob Melvin. Romero warming up as well. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And 2 away now.
Well, tough night at the dish. Punching out for the 3rd time right there. He just hasn't looked very comfortable at the plate. A little unsure of his timing right now. Not picking up the spin and location of these pitches. He'll have some adjustments to make.
Next for Cincinnati, Pavin Smith. Swings through that one out in front that time.
2 strikes.
Two down, nobody on. And that's off the inside edge. And the count is 2-2. Popped up. Sable has this one sized up. Brings it in. And that is that. Nobody left for Cincinnati. Score remains 2-2. Bottom of the 8th. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Jason Dominguez. Right-handed reliever. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning.
You just can't afford to make these kind of mistakes this late in the ball game. You need to make the offense earn everything down the stretch. And that right there was just a freebie.
Giolito moved to first. And he dives back in safely. With the go-ahead run at first, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul. And the right-hander deals. Lifted in the air down the left side. And that's a fair ball. The go-ahead run moves up to third. He's held there with nobody out. Safely into second. He's got a double.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Bo Bichette, the next Giant to hit. Outside. And the count is 3-1.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
And he deals. There's a strike. And the pitch. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
And he reluctantly takes his walk.
New pitcher coming on, the veteran, Sam Moll.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
Bases loaded, nobody out. Watch Soto now.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Bases juiced, no outs. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. One runs in. And they don't push it. Runner holds at third. Bases loaded now with still nobody out.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
Here's the third baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Late on that fastball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Back and forth we go, a seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. That's outside, and that's ball 2.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. This one popped up, foul ground, first base side. And there's one down.
Man, it's so frustrating. You got a couple of runners on. You want to try to drive in at least one run. Maybe you get a little too big with the swing. Pops out right there, and I tell you what, nobody's more frustrated with that at bat than him. The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
swing and a miss, and that is strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The rise on third. Bichette over at second. Soto at first. 1 gone. High in the air, out to right. Sizes this one up. He's got it. Runner tags from third. Oh, the throw is over his head. The tag, and he's out. But a run does score on the error. They put 2 on the board with a couple of hits, no errors, and 1 left. We're through 8 full here in Game 4. It's the Giants 4 and the Reds 2.
All right, so here we go. Top of the 9th. Camilo Duvall coming on out for his 6th appearance of the postseason. He has been clutch for us. The team has been clutch as well. Every time we've been down, we have clawed our way back to take the lead. TJ Friedl, their leadoff man, up against Camilo Duvall. 1-1 count. Friedl's 0 for 3 today. Takes a low sinker for a 2-1 count. Duvall's been very consistent, but TJ Friedl has been a favorite for postseason MVP. And if he's going to improve or live up to it, he's got to do something here. Coming into this series, he had a .400 batting average. So in this 2-2 count, swinging and missing on that low slider. He was expecting something a little quicker. It came in a little slower. TJ Friedl swinging and missing. And something tremendous that I've actually noticed in the stats, Camilo Duvall, his ERA increased quite noticeably. Same with Logan Webb. Both of those motherfuckers are having tremendous postseasons this year. Tremendous. They have saved their best ball for the postseason. Jonathan India is now up. He's 1 for 3 with a solo home run earlier in today's game. Finds himself in a full count, and he's going to take a low inside cutter. Should have been strike 3, but the ump calls it a ball. If the challenge system was implemented, that would definitely be challenged, and that would be strike 3. So now with India on first, you got Josh Naylor up. Chance to tie the game if he can go long. Takes an inside slider for ball 2, 2-1 count. Duvall gets set. If he can introduce a double play ball, the game is over. And the Giants will move on to the World Series in front of their home fans. So 2-2 high cutter taken for ball 3, full count. Spencer Steer is now is on deck. He's got a double and a run scored in today's game. Duvall, pitch away, down low, cutter, strike 3. Second strikeout today for Camilo Duvall. That should have been his 3rd. Instead of hitting that bottom right corner, he hits the bottom left. Ump gives it to him this time. He knows he messed up in the last batter. And now bring up Spencer Steer. He's in a 1-1 count. Still have Jonathan India on first. Takes a low cutter for ball 2. He's 1 for 3 with a double and a run today. 6 for 17 with 2 RBIs and a home run in the series. It's in a 2-1 count. Ground ball will end the game. Pops one up to the right for strike 2. 2-2. Here we go, Duvey. Can he strike out? Him right down the middle. Not something you want to see from Camilo Duvall. We are 1 pitch away from me saying something. Strike him out! 1. He gave him the old 1, 3, 4. And the San Francisco Giants are on pace to do something not done since the 1976 Cincinnati Reds. And that would go lossless here in the postseason. They continue their winning streak. They are the National League champions. and they are off to the World Series. They will play the winner of the Seattle Mariners versus, oh, god damn it, I forgot the other team, Tampa Bay Rays series. So right now, Seattle is up 2-1 on the Tampa Bay Rays. And these Giants are something special. Second best record in all of baseball, only behind their divisional opponents of the LA Dodgers. And they have just been dominating the opposition here in the postseason. This is a dream team, and everybody is definitely glad to be a part of it. Camilo Duval, player of the game, 3 strikeouts in 1 inning. Genesis Cabrera picks up the win. Lucas Giolito takes the loss. What a series against the Cincinnati Reds. So we're going to keep on moving. I got to turn off this music real quick so I don't get copyrighted. There we go. So, my bad, I had it backwards. Tampa Bay up 2-1 on the Seattle Mariners. So we're now going to advance a day. We're going to watch this series unfold. Tampa Bay up 3-1. Seattle battling back, going into Game 6. 3-2 series lead for Tampa Bay. Gets a day off. Seattle battles back, wins it. Go into Game number 7. We're heading into Tampa Bay. Seattle versus Tampa. Let's actually go over to them. So we'll go over to Seattle, Tampa Bay in today's game. We're just going to simulate it. All right, let's quick manage nobody. All right, so first inning, 1-0 lead for Seattle. Nothing happens for Tampa. Seattle's still got a one-run lead. 2 runs here in the third for Tampa Bay. Come on, buddy. Who's going to do it? 2-2 here in the 6th. Seattle ties it up. 0-0. All right. We're going to slow this down. Solo home run for Willie Castro on Tyler Alexander. I don't know why Tampa... Oh, they're making me do the pitching changes? Oh, man. Seattle runs away with it here in the 5th.
He's safe.
3 runs scored here in the 8th. Tampa Bay trying to battle back. They are down by 3. Ground out, strikeout, solo home run by Paradis. Down by 2, pop-up. And the Seattle Mariners will go on to face us in the World Series. A team that has been going pretty good. They've been in the playoffs all 3 seasons. First year got eliminated by the number 1 ranked Astros in the second round, and then got eliminated in the wild card game last season by the eventual World Series champions Minnesota Twins. They knock them out this year, and they knocked out the Astros, so they're completely demolishing any kind of bad juju that they had, and they're now going to take on the San Francisco Giants, a team that is red hot, and I don't think Seattle's going to be ready for what they're about to face. Let's take a look at their team real quick. Seattle Mariners got Logan Gilbert, George Kirby, Luis Castillo, Bryce Miller, and Matt Manning as their starting 5. Bullpen is a little weak. They do have Andres Munoz as their closing pitcher, Gabe Spear and Gregory Santos as their setup guys, and a 3-pitcher middle relief situation, Ryan Stanek, Shelby Miller, and then the veteran Andrew Chafin. And they have Emerson Hancock as their long relief pitcher. That is a good pitching core, but I don't know if it's quite as good as us. Seems Bryce Miller's been having a good postseason thus far. Luis Castillo has. Logan Gilbert's been getting lit the fuck up, though, here in the postseason. He's going to be having to take on Logan Webb here in game number 1. Be very interesting to see what happens there. I'm predicting a San Francisco win game number 1. Taking a look at their hitting core, How are they doing this postseason? C.J. Abrams here in Seattle, the star fucking shortstop, batting .347 with 3 home runs. Will Benson at DH, 1 home run, batting .277. Julio Rodriguez, 99 overall at 25 years of age. This dude might be a favorite for postseason MVP from the AL perspective. He's batting .313 and is red hot. He's hit 5 home runs thus far in the postseason. Luke Raley, 2 home runs, batting .234. Lars Nootbaar, .228 with 1 home run, 6 RBIs. J.P. Crawford, 3 home runs, batting .268. Cal Raleigh's pretty cold, batting .200 with a solo shot. Willie Castro, 2 home runs, batting .305. And Eugenio Suarez, 3 home runs, batting .288. On their bench, who actually some of them are batting, pretty much everyone's batting against lefties on their bench. Jorge Polanco, he's batting .437 with 16 at-bats. Dominic Canzone hasn't gotten a at-bat this postseason. Ryan Bliss, another guy who has yet to get an at-bat this postseason. And Sebi Zavala, a catcher, just a veteran catcher, probably just substituting in for their dude Cal Raleigh, so he can get a day off here and there. Also no at-bats. Mikael Garcia, batting .421 in 19 plate appearances. So this Seattle Mariners lineup is really, really good. They're deadly. They got a good pitching staff. They got a hot hitting staff. This should be a very good series for the World Series. I'm hoping that San Francisco can get it done. Our San Francisco Giants can get it done. But you're going to have to find out in the next one. Till then, see you.
Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring. Hand me a drink cause I think I'm going all in. Get me a shrink who can catch me when I'm falling. Cover up my scars, flip the handlebars. Crashing in my car, wake up in a bar. I'll be a superstar.